All right, now gather around, children. Gather around. Come on. That's right. That's right. Yeah, just right in here. Come on, in close. In close. Come on. Hey, CC, Jonathan, you two stop fussing now. All right. All right. That's right. All right, children. Now, the story that I'm going to read for you today is called The Little Prince. All right. And this is one of my favorite stories when I was growing up. That's right. All right. Okay, now. And once, when I was 6 years old, I saw a magnificent picture in a book called The True Stories from Nature about the primeval forest. And it was a picture of a boa constrictor in the act of swallowing an animal. Here's a copy of that drawing right here. That's it. That's the copy. Yeah. You all can see good? All right. That's it right there. All right. All right. Now, in the book, it said boa constrictors swallow their prey whole without chewing it. After that, they are not able to move and they sleep through the 6 months that they need for digestion. Now, I pondered deeply then over the adventures of the jungle, and after some work with a colored pencil, I succeeded in making my first drawing, my drawing number 1. And it looked like this. That's the drawing right there. You all can see good? All right. All right, that's it. Now, I showed my masterpiece to grown-ups and asked them whether the drawing frightened them. But they answered, frightened? Why should anyone be frightened by a hat? My drawing was not a picture of a hat. It was a boa constrictor digesting an elephant. But since grown-ups were not able to understand it, I made another drawing. I drew the inside of the boa constrictor so that grown-ups could see it clearly. And they always need to have things explained. My drawing number 2 looked like this. This is a drawing right there. This is a drawing. You all can see. You all can see good. That's it. All right. Now the grown-up's response this time was to advise me to lay aside my drawings of boa constrictors, whether from the inside or the outside, and devote myself instead to geography, history, arithmetic, and grammar. That is why at the age of 6, I gave up what might have been a magnificent career as a painter. I had been disheartened by the failure of my drawing number 1 and my drawing number 2. The grown-ups never understand anything by themselves. And it is tiresome for children to always and forever be explaining things to them. So then I chose another profession. I learned to pilot airplanes. I have flown a little over all parts of the world. And it is true that geography has been very useful to me. At a glance, I can distinguish China from Arizona. If one gets lost in the night, such knowledge is valuable. In the course of this life, I have had a great many encounters with a great many people who have been concerned with matters of consequence. I have lived a great deal among grown-ups. I have seen them intimately, close at hand, and that hasn't much improved my opinion of them. Whenever I met one of them who seemed to me at all clear-sighted, I tried to experiment of showing them my drawing number one, which I have always kept. I would try to find out, so if this was a person of true understanding. But whoever it was, he or she would always say, "That's a hat." Then I would never talk to that person about boa constrictors or primeval forests or stars. I would bring myself down to his level. I would talk to him about bridge, golf, and politics, and neckties. And the grown-up would be greatly pleased to have met such a sensible man. All right, I think that's a good place to stop for today. All right, now run along, children, run along.